Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name's Dave and we are talking finally about the Epiphone Les Paul Custom Adam Jones Signature Edition models. I said models, there's a lot to talk about. Let's get into it. Yes folks, the Adam Jones Epiphone Les Paul Customs. Yes, customs, because there's a few of them, and I've got all the details. I got the specs, I got the release date, and I'm pretty sure I have the pricing spot on as well. So stick around, I'll give you all the information. Now, of course, this takes a little bit of detective work. To reward all of that detective work I've done, could you please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button? That'd be super cool. Let me know your thoughts as well down in the comment section below about these guitars, not about my funky hairstyle. And if you don't mind, hit that notification bell. Choose all notifications. The reason why is that every Saturday we do 3 Chord Dave live right here on this very YouTube channel. Cool stuff happens. Some of the coolest people on YouTube pop along and we always have a good time. We've given away guitars on that show, so if you want to win a guitar just for watching YouTube, that's the place to do it. And we also just have a lot of good fun chatting about guitars, music, and all kinds of things at 10 p.m. Irish time every Saturday. So pop along, hit the notification bell now to make sure you don't miss out. Now, I believe you came here to find out about the Epiphone Adam Jones Les Paul Customs. So let's do that. Now, obviously Adam Jones from Tool had a signature Gibson come out, was it 2 years ago? Half of them or something got nicked off a truck that was on its way to Sweetwater. Gibson replaced those, then they did a version 2. These are all custom shop guitars, by the way. Then after, like, I don't know, a year later, they did a USA run of a Silver Burst one with Adam Jones as well. Then they released the case by itself. You could just buy the case with no guitar in it for some reason. Still a bit confused about that, actually. Anyway, now it's finally time, and I'm not kidding here. If somebody gave me $1 for every time somebody asked me about these Epiphone models when they were coming out over the last 2 years, I'd have like about $300, which is a lot. It's probably the most requested information of all the guitars that I've covered over the last 3 years on this channel. The Adam Jones Epiphones. Everyone's asking about them, and they have been for a long time. So we're finally here now. What was it, in the summer there, Cesar popped along with this little picture of him jamming in his office with the Adam Jones Silver Burst Epiphone. What a tease, what a tease. And yeah, Gibson have been teasing the crap out of this one for a while. So there's 8 different Adam Jones Les Paul Customs from Epiphone about to hit the stores. Yeah, you heard me right, 8. Yeah, I know. So I don't have all the details about the 8 different variations. I know one for definite. I think I know a second one. And there's various rumors going around. We'll have them confirmed. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find that out in the next week or two. And I'll give that information out on 3 Chord Dave Live as soon as I find it. So each of the variations is going to have just 800 copies worldwide. So there will be 8 times 800. Whatever that works out to. You're the math scientist, not me. So 8 times 800. The cool one is you're going to have this. This is a picture called The Berserker by Frank Frazetta. It's a really well-known, nice art piece from 1980 or so. And this is going on the back of one of the guitars. And that's what's happening. We're getting art guitars. Basically antique silver burst on the front. There's going to be a design on the back of the headstock, and there's going to be these artworks on the back of the guitars. So this is one of them. I know that's definitely happening. And then you're going to have on all of them a headstock design by Corin Fought, which is, I think, the same thing as was on the Gibson ones. So that needs to be confirmed though, but I'm fairly certain that's it. I do not know yet if there is a standard silver burst with just silver burst on the front of the body and the back of the body. All the necks are going to be silver bursts as well, by the way. So a lot of people will be happy with that, as far as I'm aware. That's what I've been told. Anyway, before I get into the full spec rundown, the pricing and the release date, I just want to point you down to the description box. You can support the channel and help me out to do things to investigate more things like this and find out all kinds of cool guitar things for you. We've got a Patreon. You can join the Patreon. Very huge thanks to my patrons at the moment. You can pick up this cool mug. It says 3 Chord Dave rocks my world. And if that's not true, I don't know what is. Anyway, get that mug after 3 months being a patron. So check that out. There's some cool stuff you can get. And all the videos go up there 24 hours before they go on YouTube at a minimum. Now, let's do some spec rundowns for the Epiphone Adam Jones. We are getting antique silver burst finish on the front of the guitar. You're getting a mahogany body with a maple top. You also have a maple neck and an ebony fretboard. So far, pretty good. The neck, by the way, is an Adam Jones custom profile. So not sure what they're doing with that, but I think it's a slimish kind of profile from what I hear. 22 frets, a Graph Tech nut, 24 3/4 inch scale length. The binding is, of course, 7 ply on the body, 5 ply on the headstock, and just the single ply on the neck. Pickups are quite interesting. So in the bridge position, they're doing a Seymour Duncan distortion, which is good. I mean, they're using the actual pickup the artist uses on a signature model. How crazy, but there's a reason they're doing it, and we'll get into that in just a minute. And in the neck position, you're going to have what they're calling a Pro Booker Custom, which I just call a Pro Booker, but they're calling it a Pro Booker Custom, and that's reverse mounted so that you feel kind of more Adam Jonesy. You get 2 volumes, 2 tones. They just control the volume and the tone. 3-way switch, chrome hardware all over the place. Got vintage style tuners because they're the best. And then you get a hard shell case that says Adam Jones on it as well. And that's the specs. Seems pretty good. Apparently, the base spec of all these guitars is going to be the same. So they will all have that ebony fretboard, mahogany body, maple neck, and the maple top, as you'd expect. They're Les Paul Customs, and then you've got the variation just being the finish, basically, which is these artworks that are put on the back of the guitars. So very interested to find out what they actually go with. I know Adam Jones is a big art fan. He's picked out some of his favorites, apparently, and that's what's going on the guitars. I think it's a cool thing. I think it's, there also is apparently going to be a little plaque on the cavity cover, although I haven't confirmed that yet. But that's what I'm expecting. These are very special Epiphone models. So the question is, how much are you going to pay for this special edition Adam Jones Les Paul Custom with all the paintworks? And if you have to buy 8 of them, how much is it going to cost you to buy the whole set and all that sort of crack? Well, strap yourselves in, because these are not going to be cheap. The pricing, I have been told, is expected to reach $12.99. Yeah, and there's no decimal places in there, decimal points or nothing. $1,299, euros, pounds, I guess you're paying 100 less, I don't know. But that's what you're paying, 1,300 euros, dollars, and maybe 1,200 pounds. Now, I'm hoping that they'll revise that in the last minute, bring it down a little bit, but you were definitely paying over 1,000 for these. And when can you get your hands on them? You ready? Drum roll. We've all been waiting. It's close. It's close. December 12th. So yeah, a couple of weeks away, just 3 weeks away, you will get these. They are apparently going to be ready to be sold. They expect them to sell out on day one. So if you want one, buy one on day one. They're not going to hang around. These are serious collector's item Epiphones. Adam Jones fans, you've been waiting for these for a long time. There's 5,000-6,000 of these are going to be released worldwide. I'm pretty sure they're going to sell out day one. $1,299 is the max price I see them being. But this is Gibson / Epiphone, so you never know. So what do you think? Do you like the whole art guitar style thing? I mean, I know they've done them in the past, but they're bringing them back in a big way with this. 8 variations. That's even more guitars than Slash had in his collection. So that's interesting. And yeah, it's a big move from Epiphone, again, into the more premium signature market. And again, the more expensive market. I've been saying that for a long time. Epiphones are getting more expensive. So anyway, if you're after Adam Jones Epiphone Les Paul Customs, you're going to be able to buy them on December 12th, $12.99. And like 2 days later on Reverb for $24.99. Because that's definitely going to happen. Anyway, that's all the news, guys. I brought all the information I could to you as soon as I could. I do that, and that's kind of what we do around here. So make sure you're subscribed. I'll be back with another guitar-related video very soon. But until then, take care.